going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I figured we filmed from a different location tonight. I kind of wanted to break in my fire pit here, and I thought, what the hell, why not shoot a video, right? Obviously it's nighttime here. It's about, 9:45 at night. Yeah, first of all, I'd like to welcome back my old subscribers and new subscribers, anybody that's on the fence. If you're on the fence, I hope that you'll join me on my little trip to the Philippines and back, and then stay here for a while and back again. A lot more planning and things have to be done, but I definitely wanted to go over there for at least a few weeks and get my feet wet and see what it's like, see if I can handle it, see if I can deal with the ups and downs, because there's plenty of both over there, guys, that's for sure. But yeah, all right, well, cool you happened. I appreciate you guys joining me again. Yeah, dangers of the Philippines. I was going to talk about 5 different things tonight. I'm doing a little bit of studying earlier tonight just to give myself some talking material. So yeah, we'll get right into it, guys. Number 1, typhoons. They're very prevalent in the Philippines, as anybody who's been there or certainly lives there knows. Right on average, the Philippines gets about 20 typhoons per year, roughly. 5 to 7 which are usually destructive. Matter of fact, this is kind of a current event topic. Hurricane Henry just, I don't know if it's Hurricane Henry or Typhoon Henry, just hit northern Luzon and Batanes Islands, which it frequently does. Ilocos region, Ilocos Norte, all that up there. I think they're figuring out about 350 dead. Obviously a lot of flooding going on, people losing their homes. It's I won't go on and on about it, guys. It's real heart-wrenching that things like this have to happen to good people like Filipinos. But I'll be over there in about 6 weeks to help for at least a day, or maybe 2 if I can. And then when I come back for good, obviously I'll have a lot more time to do that. Yeah, the Philippines is no stranger to typhoons, and if you're going to live there, if you're going to move there, if you're going to visit there, you have to be prepared for the day that inevitably will come where you're going to have to deal with one of those. And typhoons are, they're devastating, beyond measure devastating. So, all right, we'll go on to number 2, snakes. This is a real pet peeve of mine. I absolutely hate snakes, whether they're poisonous or not. I don't think I've ever come in contact with any poisonous ones in my life, really. I think I saw a rattlesnake one time, but even those are pretty rare here in Michigan. But yeah, snakes. I think the Philippines is home to 175 different species of snake. I think 25 of which are poisonous, 20 to 25. Let's name off a few of them here. You got of course, the granddaddy, the king cobra, who's usually pretty shy. Most snakes are, going to do everything they can to get out of your way. But if you get close to the king, he can get up to 15, 20 feet long. And his venom by itself isn't real toxic, but he's able to exert so much of it. His glands are like the size of my pinky. It's crazy. He feasts on other snakes, rodents and things like that. And of course, he's got the famous hood. You'll know him if you see him. I would really suggest staying out of the lowland marsh areas, the rice paddies, things like that. Low-level vegetation is where he's going to hang out. Then you get the pit viper, which they can be on the ground. Actually, they like to hang out in trees, I learned, when they're digesting their meals. You can distinguish them from, usually they're bright colors, usually like a bright yellow. They got the triangle-shaped head, also very poisonous. You got the sea crate is another one. It's kind of like a black body with, I think it's orange bands around it, or yellow bands. Very poisonous. Its tail's kind of like a paddle. There's several other ones. The Philippine cobra is, I believe, the most deadly as far as neurotoxic venom, and it's able to spit its venom up to, I think, 9 or 10 feet, very accurately. It always goes for the eyes. Thankfully for me, I always wear glasses, but still, you don't want to get that stuff on you. Yeah, once again, they usually like to hang out by, rivers, ditch areas, low-level areas like that, swamp, marshlands, rice paddies. Don't want to go trudging around no rice paddies. Leave that to the Filipinos. They know what they're doing. But even them, they get bit every year. probably hundreds, maybe 1,000 people get bit and die. So number 3, jellyfish. Now, they're not hugely popular in the Philippines from what I've read. I think on average, it's only maybe a couple hundred people die from jellyfish stings. Namely, the box jellyfish is the one you want to watch out for. But I kind of say that, loosely because, those things are hard to see for the average person. Me being legally blind and that water's so clear and jellyfish are pretty much clear. Unless you get like a conglomerate of them together, you'll probably see them, like a school of them. But if it's just one floating around by themselves, and they're not actively going after people. That's not what they do. I don't think they have a brain. They're just kind of like a ball of goo. They kind of just swim around. But if you run into one of their tentacles, you're gonna know it. You're gonna know it real quick. Especially box jellyfish are extremely poisonous, extremely painful from what I've heard and read. Seen some videos. These nasty scars on people. Got a bunch of little tens of thousands of little poisonous darts all along their tentacles. All you gotta do is touch one and it's like get hit with a needle, it's pretty bad. Vinegar, I've heard, can help neutralize the sting a little bit. So if you're gonna be going swimming in the ocean, definitely keep a bottle of vinegar handy. I'll have one for sure in my backpack. Actually gotta remember to get one of those. Okay, number 4, terrorists and insurgents. Now, these are, excuse me guys, sorry, talking makes your mouth dry. These are pretty few and far between. I think most of the danger of that is down in certain parts of Mindanao, Marawi City. You definitely want to stay away from. One of the vloggers over there said it's safe in Zamboanga, but I don't know about that. It's real close to the Sulu Archipelago, which is definitely a no-go. Bazilan, which is the home to Abu Sayyaf. What's the other one? Tawi-Tawi, Holo Sulu, all that down there's a no-go, all the way down to Malaysia. And Marawi is definitely, even parts, I've heard some of the mountains and regions around Davao too, and between Marawi and Davao. Northern, northeastern Mindanao, and even Davao itself are, from what I've heard, pretty safe, but you wouldn't catch me roaming around too many areas down there. And I even heard some kidnappings going on in Palawan too, the southern, or the kind of southern western Palawan. So that's definitely no good. El Nido and all that to say, Puerto Princesa and El Nido to the north are probably safe, but I don't know. They need to get that under control because that's not okay. People that come to the Philippines to enjoy the land, the culture, the people, and all that, the beaches, shouldn't have to worry about getting kidnapped and held for ransom. That's no good. So last one, guys, and no offense to any of my Filipina subscribers or viewers, but bad Filipinas. Definitely, this is speaking just from a man's perspective. It can go probably the other way too, but most of my viewers are men. So, there's a billion kajillion videos out there about Filipino dating relationships. I'm not even gonna go into all that, guys. Use common sense, use your best judgment, vet these women, tread very carefully. You gotta understand you're going into a foreign land where you don't, you can watch all the videos you want and do all the reading you want. I've done 2 years, over 2.5 years of it, and I still feel like I'm gonna be unprepared here in 6 weeks. Thankfully I have my Filipina to guide me. But don't jump into anything. The sack, a relationship, buying a house. Do not, under any circumstances, send these women money if you're still over here in the States or wherever your country of origin is. Do not send them money. That's a huge no-no. You definitely need to tread with caution, guys and ladies. Tread with caution. Because my fire's going out here. Because it's just, common sense. We've all heard the stories of bad Filipinas. So guys, those are just 5 things. There's many more dangers, but tread cautiously, tread carefully, use your best judgment, use common sense. Goes a long way anywhere in this world. Be safe, be careful. Look out for your fellow men. Treat the locals with respect. They certainly deserve it. Treat yourself with respect. I appreciate you guys stopping by, man. This is a quick one. Let me know if you guys like the new location here by the fire pit. I thought it was kind of cool. Appreciate you stopping by. If you got any value out of this, please smash that like for your buddy Eric. Trying to grow my humble little channel here. So consider subscribing if you're new. Only got 6 weeks left, guys, and I'll be on the plane. That's what you've been waiting for. Appreciate you guys being patient with me. I'm just trying to create content as much as I can relevant to the Philippines until I get there and beyond. And yeah, don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss one of my sometimes action-packed, sometimes somber, sometimes chill videos. All right, guys. I love all you guys, man. Appreciate you. And we will see you next time. Later.